how to fix forward head posture and that neck bump with 3 easy exercises. How to fix that nasty forward head carriage, the rounding of the shoulders, the neck bump. In this video, I'm gonna go through my 3 easy exercises that you can do at home that's good for any age. I'm Dr. Matthew Posa. Welcome to my page. This page is dedicated to people and families so they can learn health tips and tricks so that way you can live the life you were designed to live. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this information because I know it's going to help you. Most of the issues come down to ergonomics. If you look at what we do all day, if it's on your phone, if it's at a screen, if it's driving for too long, if it's sleeping in the wrong position, whatever it is, it's time under pressure. So normally you would have this beautiful cervical curve that's going on in your neck, and then to compensate for that, you would have a bit of a rounded back, and that is normal. And this will actually keep you in alignment. So this is normal, but what ends up happening is through various ways that your spine gets distorted throughout the day, but the trick here is that it's under tension for a long period of time. So when you think about the average person at their desk, they're at their desk not for a half hour, they're at their desk for hours. The average person that uses their cell phone is up to 9 hours a day. That is incredibly long. If we look at what people are doing or how they're sleeping, if they're sleeping in their bed with too many pillows, they're forcing their posture forward. So all that does is over time, your spine starts to adopt these rounded positions. And what we would be looking for is to see what is the alignment in the spine. Is this the reason why maybe you can't go backwards? But the other thing is all the muscles that support the structure now get elongated, they get tired, and you're gonna feel that in your back, in through your shoulders. The nerves that come out of your spine start to change. They're under tension, and then you can even start getting numbness and tingling. But the point is if we can change this with some simple exercises, then we wanna be able to draw the spine back to its original position, maintaining the proper alignment, and this is gonna dramatically change things for you. If you do have an underlying cause, I would highly recommend that you go get this checked properly. And the first step there would be to go to a corrective care chiropractor who would examine your spine, and they would use tools, including x-ray if they need to, in order to measure your spine, see what's going on. Is there other reasons for your spine being out of alignment? And therefore recommending the proper tools to correct it. It's called the chin tuck exercise. It's the simplest one, and you can do this anywhere, but I'm gonna show you various ways of doing this one. So the chin tuck is very simple. You wanna tuck in your chin. You're bringing yourself in. I like to, this is not the most flattering one because you can't get the double chin effect, but as you bring your chin in and you're elongating your spine, you're bringing it in and elongating your spine. The point is that you're bringing your ear hole over the center of your shoulder, which is the correct alignment. So you're bringing yourself back, holding for a few seconds, and then releasing. Bringing yourself back, holding for a few seconds, and releasing. When you do that exercise, think of it more not as like a bodybuilder's exercise, but you're doing this in a form of muscle activation. You're activating the dormant muscles that have been stretched or in a poor position for either the day, the night, or for years. So that right away will get you some changes. I would do that as many times throughout the day, but if you want to treat it like an exercise, you would do 3 sets, and you're holding 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions. If you do higher repetitions, you're going to build a little bit more of that endurance. And more importantly, you're going to hold and squeeze. So it's a hold and squeeze, and you're going to do that from 2 to 3 seconds, releasing. If you want another trick that you can use with this is if you put your finger on your chest, and just to measure, so let's say your head is forward like this, well, you want to measure how far you're going, and then you can almost like you're looking down back at your finger, holding for a couple seconds, and then letting go. So that's another way of doing that. This next progression is you're going to use a wall. You're going to put your shoulders back against the wall. Your head should be touching. For a lot of you, this is going to be difficult because of how far forward your posture has been. So you're going to bring yourself back as far as you can, and shoulders are back. Now the trick here is to do the chin tuck. So if your chin is up in the air, you're going to bring it down. You're going to push against the wall to the point where your back is lifting off the wall, holding that for a couple seconds and then letting go. Now you're getting a little bit of resistance training when you're doing this, which is again going to build up and force that posture back, as well as maintain good posture through your shoulders. So that progression can be done exactly the same way as the first one, which is 3 sets of 10 to 15, 15 being the better number if you're going to do that way. This next exercise I'm going to show you is called the wall angel. So the wall angel is you're using a wall. Again, you're getting into that chin tuck position, so you're putting everything back against the wall. But the key here is that when your shoulders are back, your head is back, now we're going to engage the muscles that are around the shoulders, which are also going to help pull us back. So for a lot of you, again, this might take a little bit of time to get to this point, but you want to be able to bring your shoulders back, your head back to a neutral position. You should feel the muscles in the middle of your spine starting to activate. You'll feel them, and for some of you, it's going to feel quite uncomfortable. But you're going to hold back. Your arms are going to come up to 90 degrees, and then they're going to go flat against the wall. This position is incredibly difficult for so many of my patients, but if you need to bring it back a little bit and it's still hovering over the wall, that's okay too. So you're just going to bring it as far as you can. Head is back, shoulders are touching, and then you're gliding along the wall, holding and squeezing the middle of your back, and then just bringing it down. This is a slow and controlled exercise. You're not pushing this one too hard, and you're continually going up and down, repeating 3 sets of 15 with this one, but it's slow and controlled. I want you to feel like you're bringing your shoulder blades, your scapula at the back, the wings are coming back into your spine, and therefore you're activating those spinal muscles that are going to continually draw you back, so that way you don't have to force your posture back. And my last stretch is the doorway stretch. And why we're using this one is because if your pec muscles, if you've been sitting down at your desk, rounded shoulders, years of postural distortion that's happening, your shoulders are coming forward, you're sitting down like this, what's happening is your chest is becoming short and tight. And as it becomes short and tight, it will continue to draw you forward. You'll continually have that roundness in there. No matter how much you fight it back, the front will be continually pulling you forward. So if you get into a doorway at home, you're going to put both hands into the doorway, stopping yourself, and then you're going to let gravity do the rest. You're going to let yourself come forward, and as you continually come forward, you're stretching out your chest, you're getting a deep pectoral stretch, and you can do it at various levels. So if you bring your arms higher, so I call this the stop sign, so it's you're bringing your arms higher, then what you're going to do is you're going to get a lower pec type of stretch. But if you bring your arms lower, so you bring your hands all the way down and you bring it a little bit more this way, you'll get a higher stretch, so you get it more in through the shoulders. If you want to get even more of the pec, instead of having your arms at a 90-degree bend, then you're going to bring your arms out. So you're going to want to make sure that your arms can come out, and then you're going to bring yourself forward through this way, almost like you're doing a fly at the gym. You're doing a fly. It would be almost the same thing. So I'm putting the doorway into my elbow crease, and I'm just letting myself come forward, which is going to stretch. With any stretch, especially these, you want to hit 30 seconds, and it's slow and controlled, so you're just letting your body weight do the rest. Do not force yourself going forward, so that way you're getting a deeper, more relaxing stretch, which again will help you. And if you do those, and it doesn't really matter which order you do them, but if you wanted to do them, I would almost start with the pec to allow for that range to come back, and then get on the wall angel and the chin tucks. Those are really good. Another trick that you can use at home is when you're doing the chin tucks, if you want to, and let's say you're driving a lot or anything like that, use the back headrest and push against it. So that way you're building that resistance. So if let's say you're driving for more than a half hour, I would use that once in a while. Just push against the headrest and you can activate those muscles. Forward head, neck, the bump at the back, these are all things that you can change. It is not your destiny. So I hope this video finds you well. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the page, and share this information with people that we know need it. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon.